All right, so we're going to continue on making some more nuts and bolts for this project. And the next bolt we're going to make is one of these. It is a button head M5X40. So these slightly different profile head on it to the M3 socket head that we used. Still has a socket drive, but it's got a more of a rounded finish to it. Now, given the profile, a fillet isn't going to do what we need in this case. So we're going to have to design and build this in a very slightly different way. I have one in front of me, which I'm going to be measuring. So I'm going to head back into Fusion. And instead of creating this as a series of extrusions, we're going to create it as a revolve. Now, I'm going to create a new model. And we'll create a sketch. And instead of starting on the top, we're going to start on either the front or the side view. And I'm going to start with a rectangle. Now, it is going to be a 40mm long shaft on this bolt. So 40. And because we're doing a thing called a revolve, we're going to need to draw half the shape. So if I tab across this one, it's going to be an M5. So 5 divided by 2, 2.5, and enter. So this will be the shaft of the bolt. And then for the head, I can see with my calipers that it is going to be about 2.8 millimeters high. So I'm going to use my line tool here. Keyboard shortcut is L. We use line all the time, so it's a handy keyboard shortcut to use. So 2.8, enter. So that's going to be the height of the head. Now there is a circular sort of flat spot on top of this bolt, which is 5 millimeters wide. So L, I'm going to draw out half of 5, so 2.5. If I measure the head sideways, it is 9.4. So line distance from here outwards is going to be 9.4 divided by 2 again. And there's a slight rise here of 1 millimeter. Now, these dimensions might be sort of sitting on top of each other and might be a little bit confusing at this stage, but just going to bridge these with an arc. So create an arc and a 3-point arc. So we're going to go from here to here. So 3-point arc, you choose where it starts, you choose where it finishes, and then you choose how much of a curve there is. D for dimension, we're going to put a dimension on here. I'm just going to make it 4 mil. All right, so we can now finish this sketch. And we're going to do what's called a revolve. Now, instead of using the extrude tool to turn a 2-dimensional thing into a 3-dimensional thing, we're going to use the one next to it called revolve. So again, if it's not there, have a look under create. There'll be one there called revolve. Now, when you're revolving something, you've got to choose a profile. Now, in this case, we've got 2 profiles, 1, 2, and you've got to choose the axis you want to revolve it around. Again, it can't read your mind. And if you were to click on this edge down here, it's going to create a very different sort of object to what you'd expect. So basically what it does, it grabs that shape and it spins it around that axis. So I'm going to keep those profiles. This is the axis. The central one here is the one I want to revolve it around. So in this case, it's doing, we'll go a full 360-degree revolve. It goes all the way around and hit OK. All right, so let's add our thread. Click on that surface. Again, it's automatically picked up. This is probably an M5 by 0.8 thread. It's exactly what it is. We'll hit OK. So our thread's on. Now the last thing we need is our socket head in the top. So create a sketch on there. And I'll measure this one up. 3.2. So again, create, polygon, 3.2, divided by 2, put on a horizontal constraint to make sure it's nice and straight, and we'll finish up. Also cut this one down 2 millimeters. There we go. We'll give this one a save. So this one is going to be our M5X40 Revolve. That's save. Now, go through a quick video. I should already know how to do the nut. I'll just do a video just so we go through the actual dimensions on the nut.